Greetings, 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 and peace and prosperity, my people, family, and friends. It's been a while. It's been a great while. Anyway, with no further ado, it's your man back at it again. Zoom, YouTube channel 19.1, where we're addressing the topics that always matter, that keeps us current, relevant, and also on point. So I was trying to go live with Facebook at the same time, but I just couldn't figure out what way to make that work with the devices that I have. So I'm only broadcasting this podcast through and for Zoom YouTube channel 19.1. And so this is going to be available on YouTube right after this is complete. So this is our update for both the foundation in its entirety and also the card that we use and prefer for all of our foundation family for managing and budgeting our funds and getting rewarded in cash and perks while doing that at the same damn time, right? Well, I would like to share the screen if it's not sharing and start out with I think it's already sharing. Yeah, it is already sharing. And start out with the foundation site. And the first tab I'm going to start at is the Lifestyles Upgrade Family Estate Trust tab. Because that's mainly what this update is about, is to let the people know that we have new information, more verbiage on there, making it even more clearer as to where we stand in giving back to the people. Meaning, every platform out there should be doing this same exact thing, giving back to the people. So, our platform, which is Group Economics, with the principles of uh, pooling funds in mind. That's our principles that we use with Group Economics on our foundation platform, right? And the more active participation that you are willing to give as far as your support, the more cash rewards and perks you receive in doing so, right? So before we go further with the updates, I want to start out on Zoom YouTube 19.1, right? Right now, I don't know what's going on with this. It's doing something different. What just happened here? Technical difficulty. I don't know why that did that like that, but anyway, it's all right. So now we want to start out on the tab Supreme Math Etiquette, right? On this tab right here, Supreme Math Etiquette, let me make it a little bigger. So just as a reminder, our reality knows no bounds or has no limits until we, the people, mind you, we the people are the original people that were thriving on the land, not just North America, but the North, the South, the Middle, and all the adjoining islands. This was known as the central hub, right, for all trade and exchange. Bartering is trade and exchanging system, and that's the reason why we utilize for our foundation group economics platform, bartering, trading and exchanging system. It's because we're going by, or we're bringing back the reality of what those that came before us, our ancestors, have done and did. And we also are supposed to honor them by doing it as well. So we are the people. We are the original people, the melanated people, right? And all other people that now inhabit the land come from us. And that's a reality. That's a fact. I'm only going by what, as they say, scientists have researched to prove that the melanated people, right, where pigmentation has active pigment that it's so abundant that you have a darker hue, or it's melanin rich. You just have to look that up and then it will make sense what melanin is, right? And so, but we are the people that were originally just traveling everywhere on the land and encouraging people to do the same as far as bartering, trading, and exchanging with us, right? We the people, or the Amore Inca, right? Or Amaru Khans, like people like to say, but it's the Amore Inca, right? So we the people are the ones who have to not settle for less, right? That stifles our ability for the higher self to achieve amore, that love, that power, love to uplift humanity. It will inhabit. That's what will not allow us to do that when we stifle our ability to tap into the higher self. Right? So we are in active, not passive motion. And as I said, we're coming to you live from the Zoom YouTube channel 19.1. And you can, as always, feel free to download the Zoom app, right, to your device, laptop, desktop, or mobile device. And you enter in the ID 706-932-4336. The password is underway, right? It's not held every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday anymore. It's held at our discretion. It's held when people decide to invite others to the PowerPoint presentation about the foundation, about the state trust, about being able to come together and helping to uplift fallen humanity, right? Because in helping each other, bringing back that love, we are uplifting humanity. We are the people, the inhabitants in this world, the inhabitants that dwell on the land. Most people are just living, supposed to be thriving, but because of different circumstances that they allow themselves to inhibited from thriving. What? to each his own. Now is the time to not allow that to happen. So with information, when we know better, we begin to do better, right? So it's all about being informed and aware and the proper way to navigate on the land and engage in different activities, whether it's public or private, whether it's private, public, it doesn't matter. Everything when you engage in the land with whatever type of commerce there is on the land, that's public. So, but you have to engage in it in a certain manner so as to put people on notice as the differentiation that you know the difference. You know that there's a difference between the public and the private. You know the difference between your status being one thing and what you are engaging in commerce or commercial activity in is another, right? So whether you decide to leave yourself public or private, you need to always make a distinction that there is a distinction between the two so that people won't assume that you are the fictitious entity that was created to do commerce or commercial activity. Anyway, without straying too far, I want to go back. Um, so when people decide to be invited to our PowerPoint presentation about the foundation and what we're doing, bringing the people together for a better way, for a new way to generate finance for themselves, for their family, for their home, right? To generate finance and thereby having the funds to do whatever you want to do with you generate the finance to do so, right? So we are who and what we say we are. And being as such and in tune with the fact of all who are of us being the royal ability, indigenous, better yet, we are the Tonkiness connected to the All Mother, All Father, to this world, right? The Mu Ra Incan, or just Mu Moroccan or Moroccan American, right? Nubian, Al Islam Mu Anu, not Islamic or Islam, right? No, not it's a that ink is where it says Kaddish. You either have a prescribed way of life that's all about what you do as a way of life, whether it's your tradition, your heritage, right? That matters. If you don't have a tradition or heritage, then you want to deal with customs. And then that's something else. But in dealing with supreme math etiquette, where it's an etiquette, where you are acknowledging your pedigree, where you're acknowledging your nationality, where you're acknowledging your national origins, your heritage, your tradition, you're honoring those who came before you, right? Whether you call them your foremothers and forefathers, right, or your ancestors, whatever you like to call them, but you have to be in honor in order for your days to be long upon the, as they say, earthland, but long upon this land, says the highest, or nature, or the Natir, or the Elohim, right? For your days to be long, must be in honor and acknowledging those that came before you, right? So we are the white nationals. And as we are and am, not I am, because there's no I in team. not about being an I, it's about being an and, right? Not nobility, but ability. Nobility where you gotta be notarized, or somebody has to acknowledge something that you're doing. We are endowed with these inalienable rights that's endowed by the Creator, by your higher power, right? So, as the sovereignty on the land, we're doing our part in uplifting humanity, and we're giving back the hate they gave with love, freedom, peace, actual facts, truth, justness, right? So just us. There's always want to be some people who want to be about, well, this is about just us, uh, about justness, about being just. And that has to come back. That's a reality. But there will always just be principalities who want to take advantage of people's ignorance, right? We have to be just, justice, balanced with liberty and equality as the core imperial principle. However, with five being accepted minimum, right? As long as you have at least five, where you want to deal with five principles with of love, freedom, peace, truth, and justness. Um, until you get into the etymon and get into the reality of that word, it can't be no just us if you want to be balanced. They want you want to have don't want to have your liberties infringed upon, right? Because all will be held accountable. All are held accountable in this day, what we call the now, or many people call right now, right? So that's the supreme math etiquette. I just had to make that clear about what we mean when we say supreme math etiquette, right? So the next tab I want to go to is notice files and records, right? Because it's important that you put people on notice about what it is that you're doing, the intent, so that there be no miscommunication, there be no misinterpretation, there'll be nothing left for interpretation, right? That all will know that this is we the people, right? We have a pro-organic constitutional, right? And you have to say pro-organic constitution because they adopted the organic constitution that they got from the original people, got from us by way of the Iroquois Federation Agreement, right? Or the Iroquois Federation. Federal just means agreement or treaty, right? So this act that was done allowed certain people to have the standing or the opportunity to come back into the fold or come back into the circle of family of nations again, right? Because they fell away from that for past transgression. Without going into that, just had to make a distinction. Just had to let it be known that the Iroquois Federation is comprised, because that's why it's a federation, it's comprised of the many people of different tribalness all over the world that came to this part or came to the central part for a particular reason, right? We saw it was fit to come together to make a more, to make a more what? Perfect union. We, the Amore, thought it was fitting for us to come together and form. We came together and formed a more perfecto, perfect union, more perfect union. And from that, all else was able to come to be, come to be. But it was we the people first. But anyway, so the inalienable and unalienable rights for safe passage, and not right to where RIGHT, where you have rights. No, why you got to argue about having something that you endow with by the Creator? You don't have rights. And if you say that you do have rights, that can be taken away. RITES, rights for safe passage or rights of passage on the land, to post for all eyes to see, hear, and know the actual facts. Whenever a recording, in fact, is an imperative prerequisite, right? An imperative prerequisite. Look those two words up. So on this page here, this is an ongoing series of informational 60-day entries or posts as a reminder to all those who need to be re-informed and reattuned to the reality of this fact. Take notice and heed for due care. This notice of principality to the agents is from the principle. Notice from the principle is notice to agents, as is notice to agents is notice from the primordial principle. Right? And then you see here, there is documents that was faxed at the IRS. Right? It was faxed by way of the faxing system at the location that's known as the IRS for compliance purposes with the Internal Revenue Service. So whether or not they're going to honor their obligation is on them. But their integrity is being pulled right now. And they have an obligation to the original beings, the heirs, to the world's largest estate. They are knowing from where we are coming from. So this is for all those who, this is available for all those who would like to post their notices, files by way of our foundation, right? And you will be doing your part in helping us so that we can do more, even more than we're already doing by helping the foundation raise funds. So your free will offering donation would be greatly appreciated and accepted, and your post would be posted, right? So that's all that needs to be done is a posting. Many people post, put different venues on notice, and then they still, and even the reality of having the equal footing, they still go and have to feel like they have to ask permission for something. Still want to be a part of someone else's game when this is not a game. This was, this is ours, was always ours. They were just preserving what they were obligated to preserve for us until we come back online. So to think that you have to ask to come into something that you think belongs to someone else when it really in actuality belongs to the original autochthonous American, right? You just need to refer to the 88222-141. That's all you got to do. And if you want to go even further than that, you just need to just go refer to the longest standing treaties that they have, whether you call it the peace and friendship, which is the actuality, the Maru, the Amaru Cash. They will honor those that come standing on their, as you call, square, but you must acknowledge yourself as being being the center, being in the center of the central hub. Anyway, people are asking for permission, bothering this system that was put in place so that we have some semblance of some type of order when this comes back around to the reality of a transition taking place. Just do our part in uplifting ourselves, come back together and create the reality of bartering, trading, and exchanging system again. Stop begging and asking them for their finance when, especially because you know that it's not real money, or it wasn't the, it's only being used as tender for a legal system. That's their system. And if you do have it, then you, by way of your status, you should already be saying, okay, this is going to be redeemed in lawful money or the equivalent reserve, right? Our own economic system we create for ourselves that's already created. You're already doing it. We just need to stop all the foolish bickering of saying, oh, what we doing over there, what y'all doing over there, just stop all that foolishness. Nobody will decide to want to do commerce with us, do trade and exchange with us, if we're looking like we're fussing about. We have an abundant amount of information. We were doing so many different traditional, our heritage is vast. There's no one way, but all the ways are supposed to be embraced and appreciated and shared with each other. That's it. And those who want to keep doing commercial, unhonorable commercial activity, they that's on their karma. That's on them. Let them do it. Whenever we engage with them commercially, it's supposed to be a distinction. Anyway, I went sidetracked too far. But this is where you go to file your notices. And you know, when you're putting different people on notice, or you want something to be filed, or you filed something somewhere, for those who are near, in, and around your territories or our territories, right? All you need to do. And then we just engage with ourselves in the public, right? And it's up to them to get themselves honorable if they're going to be here and have any type of Republican or Republican form of governing under our republic, right? So the next thing I want to share next thing I want to share is the actual PowerPoint presentation, right? Just the first slide, because I just want to reiterate what I just said, or what was just said. And then the reason why I say, or what was just said, because myself as a being, right, as a living, breathing body that acknowledges the breath, the spirit, and aware of being with my soul, and acknowledging and aware, knowing the necessity and the longing to connect to the oversoul, right? I'm just living, breathing, being, doing my part, allowing myself to be used by the old ancient of all spirits to bring forth the reality of where we should be aspiring ourselves in doing with each other. we all are supposed to be expressing to the people, sharing with the people what it is that the Spirit is empowering you to share and say and do. So we just need to be part in doing what has already been done. We just need to fall in place and align ourselves, right? So again, I'm reiterating the fact here at Zoom YouTube channel 19.1, we are, as an AM, addressing the topics that matter from an indigenous. This is just my perspective. This is just our perspective of those who are indigenous, autochthonous, right? And stand in honor with our ancestral ways, stand in harmony and the necessity of having to be acknowledging, being in honor, acknowledging the worthiness of the praise belonging to this world, the All Mother, All Father, nature, Natir, or Gaia. I'm trying not to say too many words that many people might not grasp or get. But we have to, if we're going to be able to experience and embrace what they call heaven being here in this world, which has already been here. It's just becoming more and more prevalent. It's been here for the presence of that reality has been here for some time now. But it's just that we as the inhabitants were not ready. So time had to be allowed to still have some type of semblance, because there's really no such thing as time. It just appeared to have time because we track. That's why we create the different ways that we track time, either man-made or natural with the cosmic bodies or the celestial bodies, right? And we keep track of what time it is, right? And in aligning with that, realigning with that fact will allow those who are supposed to be here in this aftermath to experience what we're calling the heaven, and all those different beings who are awaiting us to realign ourselves the proper way so that they will be able to make themselves more felt, more prevalent again. As above, so below. As it is within, so it is from within, on the flip side of the out, on the flip side of going out. And as they are absorbed in by the All Mother, All Father, we have to be able to handle that transition. Anyway, it's very important for the indigenous Nubian people, right? The melanated beings, first and foremost, have to, because everybody is looking to what we as the most active in nature being able to absorb these light forces, dark forces, and balance ourselves out, waiting to see what it is that we're going to do. So, not just indigenous, more importantly, the autochthonous, those who are realigning themselves to their original strand. Okay, so the Nubian, Moroccan, Mu, Mu, Ra, Incan, or Khan, as they say. Those original love beings, the Amore, the Amu, the Amirs, or Amers, Tamarins, and the Incans, or Incas. This is, and always has been, our original, the place where our original republic branched out as a nucleus from. We are the white nationals, right? So again, my point of view, my reality, and also can be reaffirmed through self-evident, factual, sound, correct reasoning. Self-evident. The only facts that will remain, or the only fact that really matters. So keeping us informed and aware, and always encouraging the people to enforce what we are endowed with from the sustainer. And that is the inalienable rights of passage to create and or remake power moves. So please think on just what's being said, right? I shared that screen. I shared this screen just now because this is the PowerPoint presentation. And I just wanted to share a little bit of the PowerPoint presentation before going back to the estate trust. Okay. The PowerPoint presentation for the foundation will it's it's done in detail in its entirety when people decide to attend the presentation and want to be really active in the foundation, right? And again, this is only for those people who are serious about wanting to care, right? Wanting to respect one another's tradition and heritage, and also custom. Because it's got to be customized. You have to customize yourself because our traditions and heritage has been on hold for so long, and we've been practicing everybody else's way of the way that they feel that things should be done, right? From a colonizer's standpoint of view, because you have inhabitants in the world who just decided to only want to colonize people, right? All the different nationalities of people, all the different, what they call, you know, it's only one race, so I'm not even going to say the races. All the different tribes of people. There was different tribes that came together that wanted to colonize or feel like they had to have be more important than other people because they weren't able to tune themselves in and connect themselves with the All Mother, All Father. They weren't able to attune themselves, right? Aspire, be inspired by the heaven and allow their creativity to shine by way of their ancestors, those who ascended, the ascended ancestors, not the ones that got trapped here and became, as what they call, demons. But it's not so much demons. This is disinhabited spirits who get trapped and not knowing what to do, and so they just want to experience what they, because they can't go nowhere, so they need the one to experience, because nature, the All Mother, All Father, won't allow them to be assigned to another body because they don't deserve it, because they didn't. Okay, that's going into too much. So just going back to my point, I wanted to I wanted to express the importance of what the foundation is going to be about, letting people know that if you are willing to care, right, this way it has, please note, this is only meant for those with an open heart and diligent mind to care and read, right? This foundation is only meant for those types of people, right? Because we are the ones that's going to have to, when this is, when this zero time, but when this realignment is done, actually in its entirety, we're going to have to be the ones that reach out to the rest of the people who at least get themselves to a point to where they're able to embrace what they weren't able to embrace by themselves, if that makes sense, right? So, and I'm saying this foundation, this economic group, economics platform is going to be utilized for those people, first and foremost, who know the importance of being able to be competent and not be closed-minded and wanting to know more about the realities on what caused us to fall from grace, right? So, and in order for that to happen, you have to have the diligent mind and be willing to actually read with competence, meaning do deductive reasoning, right? To analyze information and take the information, take from within the information just only the facts. And then from the facts, you'll discern, will actually get the real self-evident truth. And with the self-evident truth, then we'll be able to implement in our lives that which is true. Truth is truth. Anything that's self-evident, we'll have no other choice but to accept it. That's truth, right? So our foundation, and the reason why we have to have foundation, the reason why we have to have engaged in what they call commerce, but engage in trade and exchange, is that because we here in the world and we're still going to have living people thriving, living, experiencing what we call life, right? So in experiencing what we call life, we have to have some type of orders in place in the world. So our platform is put together so that everything that people may need or when they what they're going through, because everybody's experience in life is not the same, and everybody's what they call hijack or uh, usurpation from colonization is not the same, right? So everybody's not going to be getting themselves right in the same manner. So the foundation is a platform to not for not only group economics, but it's also for information for those people who are wanting to be a part of the indigenous inhabitants nation, right? Want to be a part, want to stay here to experience this new world. You have to be open to wanting to not just be in economics, not just wanting to figure out about, not just dealing with trade and exchange, because naturally, whatever you want, if you're not within like a city, within like a social network, whatever you like to have, you can actually have it. But because we have social networks, we are living together tribally or community or whatever wise, there's rules, you know, and engaging in different things. And the bigger the city, the more laws have to be put in place, or what they call rules, which is ordinances, statutes, and codes, right? But you have to know about them if you're going to be living in societies or systems or communities that have those in place. And in order for you to be able to flourish or thrive and be happy, you have to know about them. So the foundation has the different perspectives from different people's perspective that you can like be pointed in the direction that you need by way the foundation is going to share with you with that certain tabs will do that. And then you can go research more yourself. And then also in the commerce side, to help the foundation raise funds, there's also trade and exchanging, of our talents and our gifts in the form of products and services that generates finance for ourselves. And at the same time, with us creating a finance for ourselves, the foundation being the pooling service, if you will, because the pooling service principles gives back to the people so that finance can be generated for themselves, for their home, so that we don't have to worry about finance anymore. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, we don't have to worry about finance anymore because all we have to do is come together and what we are accepting as finance, that's what we take and accept, right? And the reason why I say that is because we have different means of completing transactions now. We have uh, we have cryptocurrency because of the technology is becoming more prevalent again, and then we have the 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 private commercial, what they call paper, or what people call cash or uh, notes of tender or tender, and it's for anything. It's accepted as legal tender for anything that you're doing to complete your transaction, right? So the foundation, when you look at us, your free will offering donation, we accept whatever it is that's utilized in circulation, right? Whether it's the electronic transfers, whether it's uh, and it's still all debt notes being transferred electronically because this is where we are, and everybody's debt notes is going to be different depending on where you are in the world. Everybody's debt note is different for tender, but then what you do with it, depending on the way you have your account set up, what you do with it when to redeem it is another thing. And I'm not going to talk about that. I just want to make the point that in our group economics platform, we accept, cryptocurrency for donations, free will for donation. We accept, electronic transfers you know, um, for free will offer donation, right? And so, for example, now, because I had to tie it back to the the Lifestyles Upgrade Family Estate Trust, right? So the estate trust, depending on what title position you want to come in on, and let's say for example, everybody wants to come in on the first position, which is a free will offering donation of 25, right? And that's just the graduate position. So with the graduate position, when you're doing a free will offering donation of 25, the graduate position, you will receive 2 discount notes in return, right? You also receive $3 back. You'll receive $3 back to start per person for each individual that you invite to the foundation, because keeping in mind the foundation is our main working arm to help the foundation raise funds, right? And helping the foundation raise funds, all those participating, being active and participating to help the foundation raise funds, receive the cash rewards in the perks, right? So, and in order to participate in that cash back, right? In order to receive a free will offering donation back from the foundation, you have to have minimum a PayPal account, or what we would prefer people, or we encourage people to, not prefer, we do prefer, but we encourage people to participate in uh, the awesome way to manage and budget your funds, and that's through what's called the Z Black Card, through a company known as Z Integrity, right? It's a high-end prepaid debit, all metal, Z Black rewards, cash rewards credit card, because you can use it as credit or you can use it as debit, whatever way you prefer. But you have to be participating, or you have to be either a card holder or a PayPal account in order to participate in the state trust, right? And receive that being active to receive the cash rewards back to you, right? So when you invite people to do the same to help the foundation raise funds, you receive the cash rewards and perks as well, because it's not just cash that you receive, you also receive the discount notes, as I said. And the discount notes are able to be used um, through collaborating operations with the foundation, right? These are just some of the collaborating operations that's active right now, and that's the private security service, private armed security service. That's there's the the online home decor gifts gift store, right? There's the transportation service, whether you want to be, whether it's people that wants to get picked up, or there's food that the people want brought to them. There's transportation service, right? And with more services to come, um, I want to let y'all take a peek. I'm going to share uh, the the card that I was saying. Now, this high-end card, it's it's made out of precious metal. Okay, so it's making a statement. It's not just something plastic, right? And you can't just get it from anywhere. You have to get it from another card holder, right? And in doing so, it gives you the ability to manage and budget your funds and also receive discounts when you do that. When you manage and budget your funds with this high-end prepaid debit card, right? You automatically, if you so choose, to opt in with the company, because I didn't say it yet, but the foundation provides you the opportunity to receive this card 5 months from the time that you start doing your free will offering donation with the foundation. So when you're going, if you are to go to the Z Black Card site and use the promo code from someone who invites you, let's say myself, you would, you use TR the number 5J as the promo code, and you would see when you go on there that it would cost uh, $100 minimum to receive this card. Now, there's an opportunity with the foundation when you invite people and you are active there, you'll receive the card at your 5th month. Just the free will offering donation of 25, free will offering donation, plus you're getting, all you have to do is invite one person at least for that lifestyles upgrade. And when you invite that one person for the lifestyles upgrade at your 5th month of you doing the free will offering of 25, at your 5th month, you will have the Z Black card, courtesy of the foundation, provides you with that card instead of having to come out at one time to get it. And then afterwards, you can decide to opt into the different member plans that is available through the Z Black card. Okay, because the Z card, you can use it as just a prepaid debit card and have making a statement of having precious metal in the form of a card, right, to manage and budget your funds. But you also have the option to opt in with the company, and then the company also gives cash rewards and perks when you opt in, and not just use it to manage and budget your funds. If that makes sense. Like the foundation also gives back cash rewards and perks. This company known as Integrity for managing and budgeting your funds with their card, you can get cash rewards from them if you opt in and become a member with that card. The foundation is just going to allow you, just provide you the card to where you can have uh, a bank account, have, flossing with a, precious metal as a, as your card transacting. You can upload funds for free, all kinds of, just really, get less fees. It's all kinds of perks in managing and budgeting your funds with this awesome card known as the Z Black card. So, but without really veering too far off that, I just wanted to share that with you all, that that is an option. There is an option in place to opt in to the Z Black Card and uh, and receive cash rewards and perks from opting in with them. But the foundation will provide you at your 5th month. You will have a Z Black Card, and at your leisure, just browse to that the Z Black Card site and check it out. Click on the PowerPoint presentation. Right, it's right on the home page. It's in the home page. You'll see it. It says presentation right at the top, and then you click on that presentation. It'll download to your device, and you look at that PowerPoint presentation. After you watch that PowerPoint presentation, um, you'll have all the information that you need to make an informed decision on whether or not that card is for you. And I'm here to tell you, the card is amazing. And as we say, in the terminology you hear, some of the you say it's blazing, right? It's just fire, like uh, Alicia Keys. This girl is on fire, right? Right. This card is on fire. It's fire, y'all. But I'm just trying to share with you all the potential in it without talking too much about it. I want to get back to the foundation and wrap this up, because this was only supposed to be a quick update on the foundation, and also update, a little bit of update on the Z Black Card. Um, oh, before I forget, the Z Black Card also has other perks when you opt in to being a member, and not just be a card holder and utilizing, to manage and budget your funds. You also uh, will be able to have the opportunity to have a trade line reported to the credit bureaus. Um, it's like that's another option. It's just so many perks, so many perks. Of course, it's something that we feel that it's in line with the way that we are doing things. Sharing and allowing the people to have the opportunity to increase their um, to implement something better in their lives, to make their lives more simple and better at the same time. Um, it's in line with what we feel that people should be wanting to embrace. So of course, that's the reason why we are collaborating that with the foundation, because it gives back to the people. It allows the people to have the option um, to receive back if they want to the cash rewards. Where there's really very few platforms out there that's going to allow you to, when you're spending your funds, when you're patronizing these, businesses, operations, or whatever, that they allow you to receive something back from them as far as cash value that you can go spend wherever you want to spend it with them. From you, especially not from you sharing with people and letting them know, like, hey, this is an awesome cost. This is an awesome company. This is what they're offering to the people to want to get from them, and it's really great. I think you should check it out, right? And most companies, businesses, corporations, whatever, they're not willing to give you anything in return but some points. And you have to accumulate a certain amount, and then you get something the way you can go, spend it this way that they say. Whereas it's your cash back. It's your reward in cash value back. You spend it wherever you want to spend it. You spend it the way you want to spend it. It's totally up to you. As a matter of fact, the more active you are in sharing with people that they can have a better way to manage and budget their funds, sharing with people that they have a better way to, um, sharing with people that there's a lifestyles upgrade that they can enhance their current life that they are in. The more people that you share with it, the more finance that's generated from each of these platforms, right? And it's so much more that the foundation is um, offering in cash rewards and perks. I just wanted to get on for a little bit and express to the people that we are so excited about these updates in both the foundation, the Z Black Card, and where we stand as a people, as people in this world, or as beings. Some people would say that they're beings. We are, people. No matter what type of being you feel that you are, you still have a body that you are assigned to, or in some people's cases, they might feel that they're sharing. Whatever your thought is, um, we're here experiencing an experience for a certain amount of time, and that we're going to call that experience, or we're calling this experience life. And while you're here, it's an opportunity to enhance your life, and at the same time, share with other people that they that can that they can improve their life as well. So I appreciate the time that you all took to listen to the updates. I look forward to sharing more updates, and I really would love to do an an you know complete PowerPoint presentation on the foundation uh, tomorrow night. I'm going to do my best to do so. Um, I'm not going to say that it's going to be tomorrow, but I want y'all to look out for the next PowerPoint presentation on the foundation. And you all feel free to download the Zoom app and connect with us. Contact us and let us know that you would love to participate in what we got going on to enhance your life. Because your life is already an amazing life. And if it's not amazing, make it that way. Or if you feel like you can't make it that way, ask the sustainer to create the circumstances to allow that to happen. Or, yeah, not no or. You just ask the sustainer. And if you ask with a wholehearted, with all your being, then things that you need, or the people that needs to be in your path, needs to cross your path, will cross them. Our paths is already crossing right now. Everyone who decides to listen to the whole update from this podcast, well, I appreciate you. it wasn't for you, there will be no reason for myself to be doing this. So, and if it wasn't for you, there would be no us wanting to have a lifestyles upgrade and make things better for our family, friends, associates, and acquaintances. And with that being said, my people, my family, please remember the higher power is the only power that you should want to attain. No self hoarding power. The only power there is the power that comes from, I pointed to the sky, but the power that comes from within, and it's all around us. Please tap into that love. When you tap into that love, you will see that nothing else matters. And it doesn't even matter about the way that you express your personalities, because some people's personality could be a negative personality to one person, but to another person it cannot be a negative personality. But just be balanced, because that's what we are supposed to be in, is balance. Acknowledging and knowing the fact that we are both agreeable or disagreeable to all the things that's going on in the world. We are good and bad. We have the ability to embrace the evil, the love. But the one that always overshadows all of whatever you feel that you want to be, malevolent, benevolent, serve from cherubim, whatever it is that you want to be, you know, angel, devil, the one thing that always overshadows all of that is the love. And also remember, the most highest amongst us that has to say so about whatever it is that we think, that we feel, that we believe is the facts or truth. The one that has the say so is the highest amongst us all, and that we all need is this world, is the All Mother, All Father, right? The Supreme Tainin, right? The Supreme Tainin, right? The Ma'at, or the supreme balance to all that's in the world. And by us acknowledging the supreme balance to all that's in the world, there will be no reason for us to try to be arguing, bickering about anything. Whatever you feel is right for you, do that. Whatever, who, whether it's groups or individuals, whatever you feel is right for you, do that. As long as it's not something that you're trying to infringe and force upon another, you have nothing to worry about. And if you do, and just know that the karma or the dharma will always have to come back to you. Okay? And that's it. So appreciate you all's time. Looking forward to the next time that we reconnect and share our love. Peace.